Listen, I was close to being like, I don't even want to do it today, but I
Buddy,
said,
you always have that option, and you always have that
no, I don't have.
solution.
Dude, are you kidding me? I can't do that.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
can never take a second for myself.
No, you can't, because then the world won't appreciate you.
Yep.
Because a man's value is based on what he can do. And if you come over and say you're sad, people will just say, like, well, that's too fucking bad. You gotta work. You make
gotta
dinner.
Make dinner.
You put the gas in the car and you drive the car over a cliff. With your kids strapped in and you blame it on a non-existent Mexican man. Non-existent Mexican man. And your husband stands behind you with the look on his face of, I know that my wife killed my children.
Enjoy your clams, cocksuckers.
That's the clam talk. You know anything about clams? If the press finds out about these bad clams, that's a bad clam, all right.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clam Cakes. I'm fucking Joe.
And I'm tired.
Yeah, that's tired. I'm Joe. So it's going to be on my shoulders a little bit, at least for the beginning.
He's
so
got this, dude.
You know how that's going to go. So we're going to start it off with just like the way we always do, which is, how are you doing?
Hey, you know what? I don't think you've started an episode in a while. That was a good job.
Well, I guess if you want to say in a while, like I'm starting this one. So time-wise, you haven't started one in a while.
Okay, whatever.
So yeah, mine was pretty good. Mine.
How are you doing? Mine was pretty
Mine
good.
was pretty good. I always make sure that I have one.
Have one what?
I always have a story. So yeah, it was pretty good. I went to the Roger Williams Mall. That's not a thing. I went to the Roger Williams Park.
Jesus. Wait a second. Time out. You telling us about your day, or you said how are you doing, and you said you say
yeah,
I
but
went
it's
to the
like
park.
it's a recap. How you doing? Good. Ugh.
I'm doing well.
I'm doing
and then
well.
then that's how that's how you do it.
Yeah, so I was at the fucking park.
That was about the park.
It's gonna be pretty good. I really like it. Well, my upstairs neighbor, he wants to make a fire pit, so he like got a big ass rock from Newport, and he's like, collect like big ass rocks in your travels. I was like, all right. So I went to
Wait, how big is? I'm thinking like a boulder.
no, like 20-pound rock,
Oh, okay.
something like that. So he got a good one, and then I was like, oh boy, oh boy. So I went to go get a rock. So I went to the park with my girl and her friend, and we were like walking around, and they were having like a leisurely. They were like, we're gonna go on a hike, and I was like, a walk.
Yeah,
So
have they ever been to Roger Williams Park?
it's a hike. So listen. So I put ankle weights on. Had like 2-pound ankle weights. Didn't feel like anything. Way too light. Then maybe they weren't 2 pounds. Maybe collectively, maybe including my body weight of the weight of the foot. So then I was walking around and I was like, cool, looking for a rock. So I found a nice rock in the beginning. It was like 20-25 pounds. Put it in the backpack, and then I walked around with like a weight vest, for like 4 miles. So that was
had
pretty
a
good.
lot of weight on you.
So yep, bypass right around that one.
How you doing? My neighbor wanted rocks, so I went to Roger Williams Park and I got rocks.
Yeah, okay. So that's how I'm doing.
Good.
How are you doing?
Were you rooming to a different story?
No, now we're gonna go to you because you wanna
I'm not good, dude.
Yeah, no, you wanna have the floor? Here's the floor.
No, I mean I'm okay. I'm tired and I got a little tum-tum. I had a couple seltzers last night and I don't know. Like I got a headache. I guess I have a hangover from 3 seltzers. I don't know. But in general, I think I'm doing okay. A couple days ago, we went to.
We have the same bottle. Show them.
We have the same bottle. Yeah, a couple days ago, we went to our friend's house. He had a cookout. You left, but we played basketball. I thought I was in pretty good shape until we played basketball. It was I was like I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna pass out. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's cardio for you, and that's the difference between the dumb shit that you do and cardio. Because I do cardio.
Tell me what your cardio is.
All right, so first I go urine, I go urine, and then I'm running.
Tag.
I play tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I thought I was in way better shape, and I'm not. So now I'm gonna get strong, and probably I think maybe like next episode I'll probably be down like 60 pounds.
You're built like the top of a grandfather clock. Like above the pendulum.
Okay. Round.
So like a cuckoo clock.
I'm a cuckoo clock.
You're built like a cuckoo clock.
Oh no, I got a cuckoo clock belly. Yeah, so I'm great.
And then that's your weight fluctuation is every hour. It's gonna be like a bird comes out. Yep.
Yeah, so let's just get into it. We got some like topics and stuff. I got some, Joe's got some.
Yep.
and I think I'll kick it off here. So,
You go first.
I'm gonna go first. Thank you very much. So last week I went through our episode since we started doing the intelligence test, and I tried to tally all the points. So I'm gonna read them off. Okay. And I'd like to know what you want to do about some of these, and if we want to add categories or something. Okay. Are you all right? Keep looking.
The bat deal. Someone. I live in front of a field, and there's I hear baseball practice.
Oh.
And I keep finding baseballs in my backyard.
Dude, that must cost them friggin' $1,000 a week. All the baseballs they're losing. Anywho, okay, so here we go. Ready, set, okay. Episode 38. That was the first episode we started doing this intelligence test.
Got it.
You got +1 points in acting for. You got +1 points in acting for pretending not to know who the 19th president was.
Got it.
Okay. Then I got +1 for knowing the secret ingredient in making the spice. I put the Spice Girls, the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
Now, what category is that going to go into?
That's going to go in history and local economy.
Let's get history and local economy. Okay, hold on. Let me start a timer here. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right.
Should I also start a timer?
If you want.
For what?
Just for yourself. Okay, and then you eyed an eighth more accurately than I did.
Yep.
We didn't assign a point value to that.
How about we get 1 point for How about we get? Do you remember what our weights were?
Mine was 1 point something.
All right, so we'll just do. I get a point then.
You get a point in
weed.
Okay, so we got weed
and sports and local economy.
Sports and local.
No, it was history and local.
History and local economy and
sports
acting
and sports and witnesses.
Okay, and then so episode 39. We went to Dave and Buster's.
Yep.
And now we didn't mention a couple games that I actually had won in.
Mm-hmm.
So I won basketball, pong. We played some sort of Street Fighter game that I won. Bear pong, the ticket claw, and technically I did win House of the Dead. And then you won baseball, racing, the axe throw. But then we came back.
Baseball, racing, the axe throw, and then what?
That's all I had.
Yeah, but mine are better than yours. Yours are like games.
Yeah, we're at a fucking arcade.
Yeah, but mine are like physical, goodness.
Oh, basketball isn't physical goodness?
Not
That's
really.
great. That's physical greatness. You're right.
No, dude.
Okay. Anyways, so then we came back and we played that trivia Netflix game. I won one. I think you won two.
Okay, so I get.
So what's how are we doing that?
So all together for the game day?
Is that what it is? Is it game day,
It's
or we
game
break
day.
it down by games? Okay.
It's game day. So we're just gonna have to each get 3 points
Why?
because that's me being fucking nice to you. Okay.
That's oh.
Because I get 1 point for trivia. The other ones cancel each other out. Okay, so now I'm up one. And I'll say you are up one for the arcade.
Wait, we're not. This isn't a competition. Isn't this just building our character?
Oh, we're still doing all that stuff?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just want to do
yeah.
something with it.
That's a whole thing, and we're doing. Yeah.
So the categories we have, write them down.
Okay, so first of all right, so we'll do game time.
Game time.
Game time is games.
Got it.
Game time
That's
is
pretty
games.
self-explanatory.
Okay.
Then we have acting because you got
acting.
+1 in acting.
Acting. Okay, and that'll be like improv, all that stuff that we're, you know what I mean? Like stand up could even be in that.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Okay.
Just about to stand up.
Okay, thank you.
But then, or should there be a different
do you
category for
want to
joke
lose a point
telling?
for that?
No.
Okay, so acting, then we'll do comedy.
And then what did you say? Geography and
We're gonna forget about that one.
Okay.
So then it'll also what else? The intelligence test is one of the things of the games, and then the games would be
well, what about the weed? Weed was one.
weed can't be one. We'll say the streets.
The streets, yeah.
The
And then what about where does
streets.
my Powerpuff Girl answer go?
You
Gave me +1. If you give someone +1, that's
buddy.
+1.
First of all, you're arguing with yourself right now.
Okay,
I didn't
I'm
fucking
just
say
saying.
that.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
dude.
So the Powerpuff Girls would have to be poop culture. Poop culture.
Like it. Love it.
Okay, and then of course there has to be something physical. So we'll call one fizzy, but I'm gonna spell it Fizzy.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
so game time, acting, comedy, poop culture, fizzy, and then it has to be. How about we'll just do nerd shit.
Okay.
Nerd shit is like anything that's like information.
That's so broad.
Okay, fine. So we won't do nerd shit.
No, we got to break it
well,
down
fine,
because we'll bring it down to like computers.
We'll do nerd shit would be like electronics, computers, stupid knowledge about like pop culture, like video games. Oh, but that might be poop culture.
That's tough. We can figure out the semantics.
How
after
about
this.
okay? How about fine? We have history's mysteries.
History's mysteries?
mysteries.
Okay.
Okay, mysteries. And then the
Mysteries.
last one will be nerd shit. So history's mysteries is like anything that happened before, and then nerd shit is like how do you do stuff.
I guess the nerd shit will be like
Geek Squad?
It'll be like it's like porn. You can't really define it, but you know it
You know when you see it.
Yeah, that's +1 in something. I get
Plus one
sayings.
insulting. Nice. Okay, cool. So we have game time, acting, comedy, poop culture, fizzy, and history's mysteries, and then nerd shit.
History's mysteries is history.
History's mysteries is history. Anything like, hey, did you know this? It's also like definitions and stuff.
Okay, and then now, all right. So we got that covered. Now, what about the next thing? So episode.
Then nerd. The shit. Oh, okay. Sorry. Keep going.
No, not that yet. The next episode, I think it was 39. We did like that geography stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
History's mysteries.
That's history's mysteries. Okay, and let me tell you something. We said a lot of stuff was right that wasn't. And I Googled it, so I would know.
Great. I'm right.
Okay, so the first one we named countries in South America, and these are the ones.
Mexico's not in South America.
This is the ones we got wrong.
Sorry.
I got Portugal wrong. It's actually in Europe/Africa.
Wait a minute. I said yes to that?
You said yes. I was like, "Are you sure?" And you were like, "Yeah, very good."
Wow, I know that that's not true.
Yeah, after I'm like reading these, I'm like, "Yeah, no fucking shit."
Damn, we were probably just in the moment.
And then you got it quite a bit wrong here. You got Panama wrong.
Panama, South America.
Panama's in North America.
Oh my God, what?
And you said Mexico, North America, and you said Guatemala, which is in North America.
Guatemala is in North America.
Look it up.
God in heaven, that's not even fair, bro.
Well, you said it. Okay. And then the next one we did, we went back and forth naming countries that start with N. You said Nairobi, which is actually the capital of Kenya.
Yeah.
So it's not a country.
I thought we were doing capitals.
No, because you said all other countries. And then so I got 4 right, and you got 2, and
Fine, you get 2 points. But then, all right, so then that can't be history's mysteries.
that's geography, dude. That's clear cut.
Because now
geography.
we have to liken this to I'll try to liken this to like stats.
That'll be your Joe's likening
I need
corner.
a transformer, Joe's likening corner. Okay, fine. So, oh man, for geography though. Fuck it, that's history's mysteries. Geography is history's mysteries.
We'll have to revisit that because I don't know how I
We'll
feel about that.
revisit Okay.
Yeah, I got a dry mouth, dude. Payback's a bitch.
It was hot in here, so thank you.
Damn it. All right. So, this leads pretty perfectly to our next segment here. I feel like Joe has been coming up with...
Uh-oh, Joe's quote corner.
Go ahead.
Discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want most.
You wrote that?
Augusta F. Cantra.
I don't know if that's real or not.
I mean, it's
Plus
written.
1 acting. Are you acting though?
I know there should be like a guy in the corner that's giving us constant points for everything.
Yes.
Can you lock that door?
Ken?
I mean, always.
I know, but you said this last episode.
Because you didn't lock it last time.
How would I know?
I don't live in Safetown, USA like you, okay?
That's right. I live in a gated community.
Yep, a gay tit community. -1 comedy.
That's good. Yeah, good self-awareness there.
All right, go. +1
All right.
self-awareness.
Jesus Christ, it's gonna be a long episode. All right, so I feel like Joe was coming up with a lot of the intelligence tests. You know,
is more
+1
intelligent.
coming up with intelligence tests.
Thank you. +1 compliments.
Great. So
It should
I
like pop up. Bing. +1 compliments.
I'll try if I got time. No, you don't gotta do that. Anyways, so I came up with an intelligence test that is just interview questions for it's technically entry-level software engineers
That is technically.
and not software developers, which is what I thought. So I wrote these questions. Do you want to write our answers down, or just say them out loud? We'll just say them out loud. We'll say them out loud. And I don't know the answer to like any of these, to be honest.
Okay, so are the answers to these like very esoteric?
Um,
Because I don't know how to code.
no, no, exactly. You don't have to code. Like so. Okay. Well, the first one is what programming language do you use?
Python.
You know Python. We'll give that. We'll give you a point for that. I get a point.
All right, can I get a plus? C++?
C++. You want to go programming language for programming language?
Obviously not.
Okay.
Bric-a-brac. That sounds like one.
Bric-a-brac. All right. So the real one is describe the software development process.
That's it.
That's one of the questions.
Step 1, you have to identify a need. Hey, whoa, what is that? What do you need? What do you need? Figure it out. Oh, he needs that. He needs eggs. Number 2, you got to figure out, dude, we got to figure out how to make these eggs. And then we got to figure out how to get them to the people. And then we got to figure out how they like them. And we got to figure out how we make them keep liking them. And that's it.
You know what? I don't know what they.
That's like any product process.
Right. I think
They mean technically how to make it because I don't know.
I think I'm gonna guess here by software development process. They mean, like you said, identify a problem. I don't know. Come up with test cases. Implement your program. Then test. That's what I'm gonna say. What's that for?
Nope, he's still a problem.
Okay, I'm going. That's my answer. Final answer.
Good, we got it.
All right, remember it. Okay, the next question is
This is fucking,
what different software development life cycles are there?
bro.
I
I
only,
mean,
I only know one.
there's evaporation, condensation.
Oh my god, I'm gonna give you that
Precipitation.
because one that I know is waterfall. That's water. I'm gonna give that to you. I'm gonna give it to you.
Dude, +1 being fair for Jared.
Plus one fairness. Okay. What is agile software development process?
Agile software development process is like efficient. You know, you kind of just trim the fat, and you basically skip some of the beta testing to trying to get the product, you know, from creation to the market as soon as possible. And you're like, gotta, what? FDA. Whoa,
FDA, get out of here.
Whoa,
FDA.
regulations, get out.
Get out of here,
Out of your
regulations. You know what? I think I use agile, and I don't even know.
Wait a minute, it's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the name of a thing.
It's like. Oh. Okay, we'll be right back.
No, it's
Oh,
you.
I thought it was like all big broken.
Oh, dude, this is kind of small, broken.
I think what they're looking for is it's like it starts in one place and it goes to this place and then it goes to another place.
Welcome back to Jared losing confidence in his segment.
It's my answer is it starts in one place, it goes to another place, and then finishes in another place. And I wonder if Fibonacci sequence is going to be in there. We use the Fibonacci sequence a lot.
Okay, can you do it?
1, 2, 3.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You're adding the two.
It's 1-1.
Oh. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1.
1, 1, 2, 5,
Whatever.
8, 13, 21.
I was starting at the second one.
Well, dude, I mean, I gotta give you. I have to give you -1 Fibonacci sequence. I'm
Wow,
so
are
sorry.
you serious, dude?
-1 FIBBONN.
I'm supposed to be a seasoned vet in that.
AUCHAIE.
+1 spelling. Unless that's wrong, then -1 spelling.
Of course, that's wrong, dude.
All right, -1 spelling. Here we go. We're almost there. This one, I bet you could guess. What's the difference between verification and validation?
Dude, listen. Just because you verified, don't mean you're valid.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, just because you're validated doesn't mean you're verified. Different. No, okay, so verified. Wait, what? Validated and verified?
Yeah, dude. This was one of the last classes I took.
Validated and verified. Verified seems like it comes before validated. Or is it the other way around?
I don't know. I think one of them is you confirm it works for your case, and then the other one is you confirm that it works, like it didn't break anything else. I think. And which one's which?
Well,
I'm going to say validate. Validate is when it works, but you don't know if it's gonna break something else. Verification is when you verified it didn't break anything else. Or did you
Yes.
validate it? Didn't break? I don't know. That's tough. We're gonna find out the answers soon.
Well,
I only have 50 more questions.
Okay.
I'm
Are
just
they?
kidding.
Is it over?
No, I have.
Do you have more than 5 questions?
I'm just gonna do one more
Thank you.
or 2 more. What is debugging?
You get bugs out.
Be a little more specific.
Be gone, crickets.
Big old it's it's basically getting bugs out. It's like figuring out what the fucking problem is, man. Going
Yeah.
through this shit and being like, where's that problem, and
My
you
shit's
find
fucked. I need Tronics.
it. And what is software re-engineering?
Dude, listen, you take something and you make it better.
That's what it's got to be, right?
Yeah, you don't, instead of making something
It's like-
you make something different.
It's like patches. You know, you really look. This
You
could
don't
be
make something different. You make
something
something
different.
different.
Plus one fucking cool shit to say.
Plus one sequential. No, fuck. -1 right.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. So describe the first question was describe the software development process. Answer: requirements, design,
All right, so check it out.
development,
Check it
build,
out. You
testing.
win this one. You get 1 point.
I just gotta know. I gotta know the other ones.
Nah,
What's
you win this point. Yeah, you got me. Ah,
agile?
you
I'm
got
gonna
me.
skip agile. Okay. What is the difference between verification and validation? Both verification and validation are about ensuring your software does it what it needs to do, but they focus on different aspects of the software. Verification ensures a function of the software works correctly. Validation ensures the entire software works as the client wants it to. I was right. I plus one rightness, me. Okay, I didn't. What was it? Oh, software re-engineering. That must say Jared's cool. It's a process used to update software. We did it, and we're software engineers now.
Look at that. Hey, hire me at the at the Flinktones Nebulizers.
Flinktones, nebulizers.
Here at Flinktones, we'll make sure that you're always fucking hungry and you don't even know why, and you keep eating and eating. Like that movie, The Tuxedo, with Jackie Chan, where they make the water that makes you thirsty, but they did
Jackie Chan, stop drinking that water. That's my Chris Tucker. Plus one impressions. Yeah, and that's it for Jared's intelligence test. I
Pretty
think I get
good.
-1 in coming up with intelligence tests.
Yeah, no, you get. I mean, listen, I'll give you 1 point, and you thank your lucky stars. You're getting anything.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay. So now I'm gonna flip, and I'm gonna try to find the page that I wrote. Oh, wait.
I wish we had like between segments we had like fake commercials or something.
We did that in the beginning.
I know, but then that was too much work, so we stopped.
Yeah, I forgot what page I wrote on.
Hey, in the meantime, cut to a clip of my other podcast called Spin That Dice. This guy, he seems just right down the middle. He just did his job, got his stars, and got out.
Got in,
dude.
got out.
No
He's retired from
controversy.
He plays, he's playing 18 holes of golf every Saturday.
And if you were under his command, he was tough on you, but just the right amount where he'd be mean to you, and then he'd take you aside and be like, "Hey, I did that, right? I'm just trying to toughen you up."
And he has that like relationship with his kids where he's like, "I'm gonna do the tough love thing."
Right,
And he's like-
exactly.
but then he's like, "Look, I'm proud of you, son, as a man."
At the end of the day,
and then like his son like is crying at his wedding, and he's like,
He's
"I'm
my
my
dad
father,"
made me
and then they're real close.
Yep.
and- yeah.
just a good guy over. We
Just-
read like Robert Burke murders
Murdered his
gays
wife.
and black people.
Oh my god.
All right, so let me see what we got here. We go over here, we click that, we go over here, we go to this, we scroll down, we pop it, and
Uncle was he was special need. He would have seizures, so my granddaddy thought it was only because he couldn't bust nuts. So he would
She's
buy
very
him
funny.
pussy. And once he bought my uncle pussy, he thought that would calm down the seizures.
yeah, so that's and then also here
That's
we
Miss
go.
Pat. Is that? Can you guess name that comedian?
No, I don't know who that is.
That's Miss Pat.
Nice, you did it.
Yes.
So my boyfriend.
Now I don't know if I should.
Now what are we doing here? What is this?
So basically, I watched this video online, and it was like he had like a dream. This girl's boyfriend had a dream or something that like I don't know. Forget that part that I just said. Forget like the intro part, like the
Okay,
setup.
forget
But
the
we're already
intro.
here. Imagine we're just already here.
Okay.
So imagine you wake up like 5 years ago. Oh wait, I don't know how long have you and Sam been together? Before you knew Sam, you were with like another girl.
Okay.
And you woke up and it was like then you had another girlfriend but you remembered everything about your relationship. But
I remembered everything about my relationship with Sam.
Yeah. Like,
but I'm with another girl.
But it's like you went back in time.
Gotcha.
But you remembered your whole life. What would you do?
I have no idea. What do you mean? What would I do? Like, would I go searching for Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then, when you met her,
you think I'm gonna say no to that on live television?
Oh my God.
First of
I know.
all,
It was, first of all, that's a soft setup question anyway. So
okay. I was gonna say, what are you trying to get at here?
You are like
what are you trying to
wobbling yourself into an early grave right now.
No, you're trying to.
The second part of the question is the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Marshall
what would
McLuhan.
you say to her to convince her that you knew her about that you guys dated in the future?
Your mom has moldy lemons in the hallway.
So it would be like a fact.
Yeah.
That like, but like other people might know that.
Might not know
so
that.
like you would, might know that. So like it would have to be like you would say something that only you two knew, or like that nobody knew.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What would you do?
Same thing. Or I just would already like know Jazz, so I would just make her fall in love with me again.
Wow. Now, what does that say about you?
I don't know.
Like you wouldn't even try to like convince her that you already knew her before.
No.
Why not?
Because can you think of more of an upper hand in a relationship that you know everything about the other person and they didn't tell you anything?
That is crazy. And then okay, that's the movie right there. And then somehow she finds out that you actually already knew her, and then you guys get in a big fight because you didn't tell her.
And I say I was scared that if I told you, you'd think I was crazy and you wouldn't give me a chance.
And then she'll break up with you, and then and then you find each other. Yeah. But you should just be honest in the first place.
Okay.
And that's Jared's relationship.
Hey Jared,
corner.
just so you know, you should break up with Sam because in 5 years she's gonna slit your throat while you're sleeping.
If that was the case, I would.
Yeah, but how would you? And then I go, oh, you have moldy lemons in your hallway. And she's like, you're like, fuck, dude, I gotta break up with.
Well, that's a different scenario.
But I'm saying, how the fuck would you believe that? Like, you wouldn't believe it. And if you did believe it, it would ruin your life. Because at that point, time travel's real. Fuck this relationship.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just traveled back in time.
That's cool.
What are you talking about? But you didn't travel back in time. You traveled back in your own timeline. Because it's not two yous. It's just your future conscience in your past brain.
Isn't that a movie with the guy from Workaholics? Was it something like that?
Oh,
Kissing Booth?
The lake house.
Yes.
But it was a mailbox.
And then
the mailbox would move its consciousness into other mailboxes.
Say, P.S. I love
and
you.
You go like this. Yeah, so the other day I was... yeah, so that's cool. That's what you would do. That's cool. Hey, write in at home if you ever want to call in and check our lines to see what you would do in that situation.
Write in if you ever want to call in.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another thing.
Joe has, behind the camera, he has, like a video of the ocean, waves breaking on the beach, and it's like putting me to sleep. Now I'm awake.
Yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. It's because Jared came in like a fucking prick, like asshole.
Hey, listen, I was close to being like, I don't even want to do it today, but
Buddy, you always have that option and you always have that
no, I don't
solution.
Dude, are you kidding me? I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
I can never take a second for myself.
No, you can't because then the world won't appreciate you.
Yep.
Because a man's value is based on what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come over and say you're sad, people will just say like, well, that's too fucking bad. You gotta work. You make dinner.
Make dinner.
You put the gas in the car and you drive the car over a cliff with your kids strapped in and you blame it on a non-existent Mexican man. Non-existent Mexican man. And your husband stands behind you with the look on his face of, I know that my wife killed my children.
Because I was in the future before.
That's pretty cool. All right, so number 2, I have something else I'm going to do now.
Do it. This is Joe's number 2 corner.
All right, listen. Okay, I came up with another segment and it's called Something Corner. Okay, before Jared was like, oh, what is it, a something corner? It is. It's called corner.
Yeah.
It's called. Okay, so I haven't had an idea of like I'm always telling stories. He's telling stories. I'm mainly telling stories.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can we like make the stories like a good story corner? And I'll tell you how. Oh, it's called Che Guevara's Story Corner. Stimpy, you stupid idiot.
Che Guevara.
So
I thought it was Guevara.
And that was Che Guevara's Story Corner. Okay, so Che Guevara's Story Corner, Che Guevara, Che Guevara. Che Guevara really sounds like there'd be another E, but it's, I mean, how would you pronounce that?
I would say Guevara.
Yeah, you'd be wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 3 words at random out of the book, and then we're both going to tell a story relating to those 3 things. So we're going to try first. I'm going to do the first word. He's going to do the second.
I have a question. Is there any particular reason you chose this book?
When I was writing it, I looked up. That was the first book I saw, and I thought Che Guevara's Story Corner sounded cool.
It does.
Thank you.
It's misleading, but it sounds cool.
Yeah. Oh, and at the end, I'm going to hand out pamphlets.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And berets.
I've been to Cuba. So,
I've been to Cuba.
word number 1, right there. Santa. Wow, that's a good one.
Santa.
It's definitely Santa. Yeah, it was the first part
Yeah,
of
but it's
Santa Clara.
Santa.
That's
It's
pretty.
Santa.
That's pretty good. All right, now Jared, you go number 2.
Oh, we're not each doing 3. Okay.
Yeah. Santa.
Time.
Wow, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and number 3,
Santa time. That's what we call Christmas.
food.
Wow. That's spooky, dude. Santa time
Time.
food.
Food. Okay, so Santa. Let me
That's
think.
so funny that this is called Che Guevara's story corner or whatever.
Yeah.
Very funny. It's not related to Che Guevara at all. Yeah, we'll put him up. Was he good or bad? If he's bad, we'll blur that out. If he's good, we'll keep it.
He's a revolutionary. Okay, everyone has good and bad about him. All right.
Not me, I'm perfect. Go ahead.
So, Santa time food, Christmas. Okay,
Obviously.
Christmas. Food. Time. Okay, I remember that time Santa food Christmas.
It doesn't.
Christmassy food Santa time. I'm gonna go. All right, I'll go food time Santa.
You're not doing all 3 at once.
Oh
I
no,
thought
we
that
just
was the
rank
point.
them.
Huh?
We rank the words, and that's the story. What do you like the best?
Which word do you like?
I like
the best?
time the best. Shit, dude. I mean,
I can go.
You have one?
I don't really have a story, but like, do you remember being a kid and like leaving food out for Santa, leaving
Yeah,
the
of
milk
course.
and the cookies
and the carrots.
and the carrots, dude? I can like smell it. I can smell Christmas when I was a child.
Oh,
Can you?
No.
Really? No?
no. I mean, honestly, I see my childhood as like what I assume it was like.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just see like, yeah, I'm sure like I had like there was cookies. I
That's-
remember this stuff, but it seems more like I'm looking at a catalog or something. It doesn't mean anything to me.
That's something. If we have like a friggin' psychologist or something listening to this, tell me what that means, because I'm a little spooked out.
Guy's like, when
You
I close
never,
my
like-
eyes, I smell Christmas.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
This guy hates
You like if I walked into my parents' basement right now and they had the fucking garland that they used in the early 90s and I smelled that, I'd be transported back into Christmas.
Do they still have it?
They probably do not. No. But smells don't do that for you?
I mean, smells do that for me. Like, dude, the other day I was with my boy, and
He smelled so bad.
He got in my car, and I'm like, we start driving. I go, "Are you cooking?" And he goes, "Yeah."
In the car?
No. Well, first I was like, "What is that smell?" He's like, "Oh, I just put on." He said cologne, and I was like, "No." I was like, "Are you cooking?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I fucking knew it."
That's
bro.
some weird cologne.
It smells like a battery in a Dixie cup.
Don't hang out with that person.
People cook. Okay.
Not a big deal, dude. We all
That's
do
a
it.
fact of life. I would say, okay, I mean, the food thing, I do remember putting the things out. One time, I was 10, that's what I want to say, but I always say I was 10. That's what I mean. It's like, I just see like a kid, when I think of a kid is 10.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't mean like...
Or a kid is 7.
I can't go back
or a
to...
kid is 16.
Sure.
There's no like 13, 14-year-old kids. Like, that's not a
That's
thing.
crazy. I would think 13.
Nah, that's
But I'm not saying I can go back to like this moment when I was 7, but I can go back to like the period like 6 to 12 or something.
No, honestly, if anything, like I am more nostalgic over fictitious scenes in movies and scenarios about Christmas.
What do you mean?
Like the movie Serendipity with John Cusack. You know, when they go to Serendipity in New York. Although, actually, wait, I went there with my mom. We had hot chocolate. Maybe is that my memory?
What are you saying? Like that?
So, like, I would be nostalgic and have a feeling of that movie.
Of watching that movie?
And then seeing that and be like, oh, that is like a great, like, idyllic Christmas. But my own is like,
but it doesn't take you back to your own Christmas.
No, not at all. I mean, my Christmas were good.
Your Christmas?
Yeah.
You think that's the plural of
Definitely
Christmas?
it.
Okay.
My Christmas
My
were good.
Christmas.
Yeah.
A new Hallmark movie.
But fucking,
fucking.
she's in a wheelchair. He's a dolphin.
How am I gonna get up these stairs?
You have to fall in love with Christmas. This summer.
Oh my God. Don't stares at my blowhole.
Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
As
I'm a dolphin.
I'm a dolphin.
I can't get up the stairs. I was the governor.
Yeah. So what it is?
Yeah.
Is you have to get the dolphin. Yeah.
That's not bad.
But is it not bad, or is it just Will Sasso's?
Let me close my eyes. Do it again.
Yeah.
That's bad.
you
That's
have to-
really bad.
wait.
Actually. You're going, yeah.
Yeah. You have to get when I was coming up, lifting up weights.
No,
Yeah.
lifting a weight.
And Paul Schaefer, I don't really know. He was always name people. And Henry Tomlinson. What the fuck is you saying, Job?
Come on, Joe.
Anyway.
All right, back to it.
So Christmas. I don't have a memory. I don't have time.
Do you have one? Can you think of? Okay, so for
a
me,
Christmas memory.
every Christmas, we would bust out the ends. We would bust out our fucking balls and dicks, and we'd hang that holly. We would play the NSYNC Christmas cassette, and I always have like a very vivid memory of playing that. Merry Christmas and happy.
No, I guess if I had to think of my
holiday.
ideal Christmas.
No, that's not what my question was.
What was your-
what is your? Do you have like a specific thing like that you can remember?
Yeah.
It's been lifting weights. Lifting
I
weights.
And then lifted the weight. Yeah. I don't even know who he is now.
No, I don't know.
RoboCop. No, it was not RoboCop.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh shit.
Faction 5.
All right, tell me a Christmas memory.
You and your brother. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah. No. You gotta. No. You go. Up.
All right.
Yeah.
I was doing it.
When
on
I'm coming,
purpose.
nice cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. I shit my pants.
Just tell me a fucking Christmas
That's one of his
memory.
lines. So I would go to my cousin's house in Massachusetts, and we would go up to the Clam Caves, and we would ski down Bupkis Mountain.
So stupid.
And we would eat kringleberries, and we would cry at the moon until Santa Claus would come down the Harmony, and he would make us all golden jingleberries.
Che Guevara's Christmas Corner or whatever it is.
Yo, none of that was true. Act
All right.
less. Yeah, okay, we go to the thing. No, not really. Whatever. It's Christmas.
Either tell me a
Okay,
Christmas
I
memory
remember,
or a
I remember.
Christmas food.
One time, it was Christmas morning, and Kevin Cochio was over. Shout out his whole name.
Shout out to
Kev.
you.
And I got Harry Potter 5 or I feel like it was the Goblet of Fire. I got Harry Potter 4 for Christmas. Yeah. 'Cause I'm trying to think, because I always, the 5th, 6th, and 7th, I went to like the opening. But I got that, and I literally just unwrapped it and went upstairs, and he and I were laying on my bed like this, and we would be like, "You ready?" And like we'd turn the page. We'd like read it, you ready? And we'd turn the page. Yeah. So that was good, Christmas.
Interesting. That's interesting that was your Christmas memory.
But what I was saying before, when I was 10, I came down early. I was older. I think I was like 11 or 12, because I was like, none of this is real. That's when I started to be like, none of this is real. And I was like, I'm going to catch him. But I wasn't like, I'm going to catch Santa. I was like, I'm going to catch my mom
whoever's
pretending to do
lying.
Santa.
Yeah.
So I was upstairs. I went to bed, pretending to go to bed. And then like actually fell asleep, but like kind of woke up at like 1 a.m. and came downstairs, and all my gifts were there, and I saw all my gifts before Christmas, and I got a little TV, and I remember with like a VCR in it, and I remember like
fresh.
I went like Christmas morning, I was like, oh, what? And I like acted surprised, and then everyone was like, oh, and did you think? And like I was like, oh my god, they think I. And then I was like, oh,
And that was when you
again.
got your first point in acting. You got +1 acting.
I just called it like lying.
Yeah, acting, lying. I used to every Christmas search so hard for where my parents hid my gifts, and I'd find all of them
Oh yeah, no.
because I like had to know if I was getting it. Interesting. OCD. I think I have OCD. I had to know.
I was 11 because I moved. I was at my uncle's house. When I moved to.
I was 11.
So yeah, so that was Santa time food. Yeah.
That's your food. That's your Santa food time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that was interesting. I like that. We could do that every episode.
Thank you. Che
Okay.
Guevara Story Corner.
Flomp. Do you got another one? Because I got one more.
Oh yeah, you go. Perfect. That's like perfect timing.
Yeah, we're at about 34 minutes.
No, we're not. I thought that was. Oh.
We started it.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here. God, it's really dragging with you today, huh? All right, we're back, guys. So listen.
we never cut.
Self-respect is the fruit of discipline. The sense of dignity grows with the ability to say, oh, that's pretty good. Self-respect is the fruit of discipline. The sense of dignity grows with the ability to say no to oneself.
Are these real quotes?
Yes, motherfucker.
Who said that?
Abraham Joshua Hessel.
I don't know if that's a joke or not.
That's how good my jokes are.
That you don't know if it's a joke or not.
That's how good I am at making up names.
Say that name again?
Abraham Joshua Heschel.
Yeah, because I'm thinking when you say Abraham, I'm thinking you're going Lincoln.
F. Graham Walker.
And then you
Like, that's a name.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a name.
that's a name.
Okay, so
It's not a name, +1 acting.
yeah, but it's definitely a name. That's what I meant. It's like
But what is a name but a rose?
What is
If
it?
a rose was a name for the Montecleps, and then everyone cascaded down
Montecleps.
the ivory steps.
Okay. Well, I have a fucking headache. Okay. All right. So
I have something else, too.
all right, I'll do this quick. So I played 5 more video games.
Nice,
from,
let's
from
hear
the
it.
from the Wikipedia.
What we got?
Fucking, you know what it is. If you've been watching, if this is your first time tuning in, I'm playing all 100 games. Listed as on Wikipedia as 100 greatest games of all time. They're in chronological
What number?
order. They're in chronological order, not numerical order. Okay, so we're going by year, and this was the 80s, and I got to tell you, this I think is like
The golden era?
defined video games.
For sure.
Like it's kind of cool seeing how that happened, like when it happened.
You watch
All right.
that thing? You watch stuff like that on Netflix and
Oh,
shit,
I
right?
fucking love it.
What was the last one?
High score.
Yes, bro. That one-
About this last time.
Yo, we should talk about that in Doozy After Doozy.
Okay,
Continue.
sure. When no one's watching and we're just having a conversation.
Yeah, dude. We
All
had
right.
Doozy before Doozy, too.
So the first game I played came out on NES 1985. Super Mario Bros. Dude, I mean, it's looking back on the games that I've played.
Brothers.
Sure. And then playing this like the most important thing I think it defined is you don't need a fucking manual to play the game. A is jump. You hold B and you run. You jump on the things and that's it. And you figure it out.
Intuitive.
And you figure it out in the first level. That first level, they say, is like one of the greatest
so-
designed levels.
So you think they came up with the idea of like the tutorial?
I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'll walk out and then you'll hit the Goomba and you're like, how the fuck do
Because
I
that's
get-"
like every game now.
Exactly.
Nice.
So I mean, you know, what more do you say about Super Mario Bros? Iconic levels, iconic fucking story. The friggin' clouds in the game are friggin' iconic.
The Boofa Troopers,
The Boofa Troopers that
they would
put stuff
just
in their
keep
butts.
boofing, dude.
All right, and then this next game, I wanted to like and play so bad. It was called Ultima 4: Quest of the Avatar.
I've heard of this game.
Okay. Yeah, and it came
In
out.
high score.
Oh, maybe. It came out on the Apple II in 1985. I really fucking wanted to play it because it's kind of like a primitive like Elden Ring. Like You answer at the beginning of the game. You answer moral dilemma questions, and like based on your answers, you're assigned a class.
Is it green?
No, there's some colors, but it's like blocky.
Okay. With like the text bar, kind of like Pokemon, where you choose the moves.
I think so. But yeah, like, and you can like level up your stats and stuff, and you like explore. It's like pretty much open world. It seemed really cool, except you literally need a fucking booklet to be able to play the goddamn game. It like I don't know what to press to fight people. You got to enter in like commands. It is so complicated.
What is an NES look? Is that the one with the gray and purple buttons?
That's the SNES. NES is square gray controller with red buttons.
Does it have a joystick?
No, that's Atari.
Video games?
Yeah, we'll put up a picture that Joe can't see right now.
Got it.
Okay, anyway, so that game I wanted to play it. I was like, I don't fucking get it, so I didn't play it. Well, I did, but I didn't really play it.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't get a good.
I did get it. Okay.
And I got it. I mean.
And I gotta get it. All right, so the next game I played was Arkanoid. Such a fucking old arcade game.
Old racist game for someone with dyslexia.
Yeah, it came out right. There's supposed to be Arachnid. It came out in the arcade in 1986. Dude, this is a wild friggin' stat to have. It's the first ever Brick Breaker game,
Wow.
and it's
Before asteroids. Before.
that's not a Brick Breaker. Brick Breaker is when you control the platform and the ball hits it and it bounces off the wall, and you have to like.
Yeah, but a bouncy Pong. No, that was just a ball game.
That's just a ball. I mean, it's
Yeah, I get
it's just a classic. It's like the Brick Break. Like, there's no other version of that game. I feel like it's just that game.
Some of them you can catch them, and some.
This one you can get power ups and stuff if you hit the block.
Do
And
you remember Bubble Popper?
Yeah, you got the.
And you shoot the arrow, and then it will go.
Yep.
Dude, that was a good game.
That was maybe that's on this list. Anyways, that's great game. Self-explanatory. Brick Breaker. Brick Breaker games are fun, dude. Have fun time playing.
Wait, is it called Brick Breaker?
It's called Arkanoid, but the genre is called a Brick Breaker.
Got it. Did they come up with that term?
I don't know.
Me neither. Keep going.
Anyways, and then the next game I played is called Bubble Bobble. This came out in the arcade in 1986. I was like, I don't understand why the fuck is this game on the list? Like, it's fine. Looked a little bit. It's really like a co-op game. Like, to get the most. It was like the first like.
I'll be the bubble.
You be the bubble. I'll be the bubble.
So you be the bubble. I'll be the bubble.
But anyways, I guess it was like one of the first like dope like co-op games, like really fun to do co-op, and you're not playing against someone, you're playing with them. Anyways, it was fine, whatever. The next game, dude. This game is like unlike anything that don't cheat, dude. It's unlike any The Legend of Zelda.
Who
Came out
describe
on
it?
NES 1986. Dude, I feel like
wow, that's great. I did not know it came out that long ago.
right? I feel like this is what like that Ultima game was trying to do, but they simplified everything. Again, like Mario, the fucking controls. You press A and you swing the thing and you get the fucking items. What else you say about Zelda? Classic friggin' characters, levels, swords, whatever. All right. So here is my ranking for these games. Hold on. I fast forward.
Zelda's number 1. Sorry.
Number 5, Ultima 4. I couldn't, whatever.
Okay.
Number 4, Bubble Bobble. That was fine. Number 3, Arkanoid. Number 2, you think I'm going Zelda over Mario Bros?
I did before, but now I don't because of your cadence.
Well, guess what? Number 2, Super Mario Bros. I put Zelda.
+1 acting, dude.
Yes, dude. And I feel like maybe suspense building. I get +1.
Got it.
Thank you. I feel like Zelda gets the edge over Super Mario Bros. Because it's not just one-dimensional. It's like you can really explore, and there's so many items, and it's crazy that it came out in fucking 1986. And that's Jared's Video Game Corner.
Okay. Remember I said I had something?
Yeah.
Did I tell you what it was? What were we talking about then? Like, do you remember anything about it? Because I don't remember it.
Oh, like what you were telling me outside? You said you had...
No, I mean, I remember that one. But man,
I don't think you said what you just
video game. Before you said that,
said. You just said you had one. Maybe it had to do with movies.
Movies. I was running.
Oh, didn't you say something about rapping?
No, that's like that. I'm not gonna do that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, dude, Manoshevitz. I should have wrote it down or did some sort of indicator to what I was talking about. But anyway, I guess we could end the episode with tallying up the points if you want.
Okay, yeah, tallying them up. Italian them up.
Okay, so let's see. So there were a lot of joke points, but I started to be able to funnel the joke points, like the suspense is acting.
Oh wow, so you were doing some work. Well,
yeah, I'm gonna count the suspense as acting. Also, there were a couple back and forths. We were doing positive, negative, +1, -1. But I think I got most of those into comedy and storytelling. I'm actually gonna put into acting too. So
okay, here we go. This is what I like to see.
yeah. So right now, I mean, there's no fizzies. Pop culture.
What was fizzy?
Fizzy's physical.
Physical.
Yeah. So we didn't do anything. The streets, nothing. Game time.
Wait. I thought you get +1 in the streets for weighing weed.
No, that's before. Like I'm talking about this episode.
Oh,
so
okay.
far.
I got
Now I'm gonna.
I like this, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
But just so you know, if you start leaning into it, that's also going to affect your points. Like they have to be organic, because you can't just start funneling jokes in.
Oh, right.
Okay, because we have to. The main thing is podcast points. Okay, and that's what I think should be the final category.
Podcast points.
Podcast
so I
points.
have all of them.
See, so that you do.
Okay.
You do have most of them.
Okay,
So podcast points, we're going to start with that. Pod points. Okay, so pod points. Now, these are going to come with a handicap, and they're going to come with the governor, because you are just more well-equipped at this stuff. You do this stuff.
Well, that's what I said from the beginning of this. It has to be, there has to be a handicap.
Yeah.
based
So the handicap,
on what
the general podcast points handicap is, I'm going to have to say 50% for Jared.
I don't really know what that means. To be
Okay,
honest.
so right away he gets 10 per episode for editing, right?
Well,
So that means he only gets 5. He deserves 5. Essentially, he deserves 5 points more for the editing. So let's say it's a 5-point handicap.
okay.
Yeah. So because every episode he's getting 5 points because he's gonna edit it.
Okay, so this sounds a lot like what Dudesy does at the end.
It is
Okay.
kind of, but
Okay.
I mean, how else am I? If I could just assign the points undercover and then just add them to our stats, but I mean, I think it'd be better to
Just do it
Okay.
how you're gonna do it, and then because
So
I can't
basically,
process this right now when I'm
I got
editing.
2, you got 5.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 5 podcast points for Jared, because that's what he gets every episode. And I have 2 because I did a little more than normal. And actually, we're going to give Jared 6. So 6 and 2, and I'm already realizing that I will never win this one.
I mean, that you gotta really fucking.
Yeah, I got to do a lot.
Well, no. Here's the thing though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna either take your laptop or we're gonna take the battery out, and then once you get that, dude, then the handicap's gonna go down for me.
Okay.
I guess.
Yes.
And then.
Yeah, and you're going to, okay.
Well,
so
no, I don't know.
it's going to level out. Things will happen and stuff will happen.
Well, you got to do it though.
So basically, essentially, we got Histories, Mysteries. We both are just going to cancel each other out on this one because we didn't really know about this one.
we're not doing cornhole rules though, right? This is like a +1 attribute thing.
I think we're doing cornhole rules because I think the points will just get too high.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is with everything canceled out.
Okay.
I have +2 comedy. You have +1 comedy.
Okay.
Okay. I have +6 acting. You have +4 acting.
Okay. That's what we got for this
That's
episode?
what we have. Yeah. So yeah. So I have
This
plus
podcast is getting insane.
+2 comedy.
What is the theme?
+6 acting, and then you have +1 comedy, +4 acting. Okay, so I'm gonna write those down later. What I'll probably do is just forget about it.
Yeah, you'll write some more quotes.
Yeah. So basically, also, I remember cold nights, waking up with no ice, sleeping when the sun up. So yeah.
That was good. All right.
Thank you.
You got anything else you want to say?
Guys, it's been a real road. It's been a real
It's been a real
travel.
road.
But yeah, no, that's really all I have to say.
All right. Well, until next time.
Clam
Cakes.
cakes. I don't want to end it like that. We got to do a better one now.
Okay.
Listen, guys, until next time,
Clam
Clam cakes.